I don't know what's going to happen on this journey. I don't know what comes next. I'm just living day by day, learning the lessons that I need to learn that are placed in front of me, and putting one foot in front of the other and continuing to move forward. Itty bitty titty committee and proud. What's up guys, it's Bo. You here, I'm here, we here, so let's vibe. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Go ahead and click subscribe. Well, I'll let you watch the video first and then you can decide. If you have been subscribed to my channel and you keep coming back for more of those vibes, thank you so much and I greatly appreciate your support. So in this video, I am going to do somewhat of a get ready with me. What am I about to do? I can't even talk. One of my friends that I met here recently in Spain is having a going away party later tonight, and I want to put my hair up in a braid out because it's just not acting right and I don't know what else to do with it, and I just want it out my way. So I'm about to do a braid out, and I figure while I do that, I'll just kind of talk to you guys and tell you a little bit about myself. Why I started my channel. I made a point not to make talking points because I kind of just want, when I make talking points, I feel very restricted, and sometimes I feel like I don't relay the message that I'm trying to get across properly. I had a video called 50 Facts About Bo or 50 Things About Bo, whatever. A video kind of telling y'all a little bit about me, but as you know, you are your own worst critic, and after nitpicking that video to death, I ended up deleting it. I don't know, I didn't like it. So we're gonna try again. Hopefully I like this one. If you're watching it, it was probably because it was good enough, but I probably still found some things in there I didn't like, but I felt like it was okay to post. So here we go. Okay, so why did I start my YouTube channel? Let's just say I've always felt like the best way for me to help people was by being myself, and being myself wasn't always easy. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have a mirror right here. So I'll be using my spray. If you've watched any of my lock updates or lock videos, this ain't rose water. This is olive oil, castor oil, and water, and lavender oil. And then I'll be using my trusty dusty oil, which is olive oil and castor oil. So anyway, I created this channel, one for young girls, two for just women in general, just to see a different perspective with social media basically taking over the world, and that being the platform. I guess you could say a lot of good and bad, but I just wanted to use my platform to show an alternative to what has become the norm, which is, I don't know, I feel like it's not real. There's a facade created on social media. And see, maybe this was a good idea because multitasking is not my strong suit. So okay, so on the hair, I washed my hair like 2 days ago, and I don't know, I need a break. Not that it's too much, but I just don't feel cute, and I just want it up for a little while. It's been almost a month since my last retwist. I retwisted the edges just because they frame my face and I need them to look somewhat decent. Gonna oil my scalp. Kinda. Anyway, I used to also be a victim of feeling like I should be a certain way because that's what's popular, or that's what's deemed acceptable by society. And honestly, it's not healthy. So I had to come to this realization, realize that it was okay, 100% okay to be myself. I don't have to like fashion. I don't have to keep up with, you know, celebrities. I don't have to wear a bunch of makeup. I don't have to wear weave to be cool. Not saying people that do these things are not cool. This is just me speaking from my experience. So after high school, during whatever high school, I became a person I didn't like as a result of the environment I was in, I felt like I had to be, let's just say I wasn't mean, but I was defensive, and I let people influence my mood. I cared what people thought about me. I cared if I was liked. Something I've been trying to work on, or one of my life lessons I've been having to learn, is to not be a people pleaser, only to please myself. And sacrificing my feelings and the way I feel just to make someone else comfortable is not okay. But this is a lesson I'm just coming to learn. I'm 25 years old, and at that age I didn't have this insight. So it turned me into a person I didn't like. And once I realized I had become this person, I decided that I wanted to change. And that is when my journey to becoming the best version of me began. That is where my obsession with self-improvement started, and just being overall a human being whose presence enhances the earth versus being a detriment to it. With that being said, I started this channel to be able to share my experiences with you guys, share my perspective, my point of view. And overall, this is not even just for you guys. Like, this is a platform for me to open up and be myself, which is something, like I said, I've struggled with, to be honest. It is my goal to make my channel more personal and share more about myself and about my life, about my life experiences. So, who is Voice? I'm a different person every day. I'm not the same person I was yesterday, let alone 5 minutes ago. And I'm constantly evolving. And I'm still learning myself. So at this moment, Voice is a 25-year-old woman who lives on the island of Ibiza, who is following her dreams of traveling the world, who loves to be athletic, who loves sports, working out, physically exerting herself, reading books, meeting high vibrational people who match my energy, writing in my journal, drinking tea, taking pictures, playing in my hair, learning Spanish, and hopefully I can share more about myself with you guys in videos to come. So when I'm doing the braid out, I make sure that I'm doing, as you can see, I have my side part, and I'm braiding them to how I know that they're gonna lay down. And if you watched my last lock update video, I mentioned styles that I like doing that are like 2-in-1 styles, meaning I'm gonna wear it in these braids for a few days, maybe a week, and then when I take it down, it'll be another style and it'll be crinkly. So I love me a 2-for-1 anything. Oh yeah, it's also hard for me to talk about myself, which is why I don't have a lot of videos about I don't know, my experiences, which is what I wanted to share. So I'm still working on the opening up part. But anyway, more about myself. I only eat, well, I'm not gonna say only, because I don't like saying, I don't like the word only. But recently, since February, I have stopped eating chicken, beef, pork, really any other meat other than fish. So the only meat I eat is fish. Otherwise, I am not a vegan. I still eat cheese, I eat eggs, milk, chocolate. Although I do need to cut out dairy because it breaks me out. So I have recently been trying to eat less dairy, although we have not cut it out completely. I am not religious, and I don't like using the term spiritual because it's so like, I don't know, the world always wants you to put a label on something. Without getting too deep, I prefer to follow my own path versus a path that is constructed for me by a religion, but to each his own. So I do not judge anyone who does follow religion. I love everybody, And if it serves you, it serves you. And if you're doing good in the world, you're doing good in the world. To me, it doesn't matter what you believe, you know. Just because religion doesn't serve me doesn't mean it doesn't benefit somebody else. And doesn't mean that it's, you know, not doing good for someone, you know. It just isn't for me. And that's okay. And hopefully more people can grow to accept other people's differences, because we are all made differently for a reason, you know, and we all have something different to contribute to the world. And by me being the best version of myself, I feel like I am putting forth my best contribution to the world. Another thing about me, I love to travel. Why do I love to travel? Because I love adventure. I love waking up in a new place. I love experiencing different cultures, different people. I feel like traveling gives you a broader perspective outside of what you're used to, or where you grew up. I live on an island off the south coast of Spain called Ibiza. I've already lived overseas before. I lived in Australia a year and a half ago. I've always felt as though I was not meant to have a conventional life. Once again, me stating my experience is not knocking anyone else's. We are all entitled to our own point of view, our own preferences. And once again, my direction of life is not somebody else's. Or the direction I decide to take my life in, you know, I don't. Do what you want to do. If it makes you happy, do it. If it doesn't, don't. Life is that simple. I feel like people make it so much harder than it has to be. I'm not going to say life is easy, but I honestly don't find it hard. My compass for life is my heart. That sounds cheesy and cliche, but literally I just go with my intuition. And if it feels right, I do it. If it doesn't, I don't. But I am a very happy individual, and it's not because of what I have. It's because of what I do and how I take care of myself, and everything that I put out into the universe I have gotten back. There has not been anything in my life that I wanted that I did not receive. And I'm not just talking about material things. I'm talking about accomplishing goals and taking my life in the direction that I wanted to go in. Every goal I've set, or every place that I've wanted to get to in my life, I've gotten to. And this is not me bragging. This is just me telling you that if I can do it, you can do it. And I've done this by always being honest with myself and self-reflection, and not blaming anyone else for my circumstances, because I know that I hold the power to create them. And if there's something in my life that I don't like, I change it. Simple as that. And I don't wait for somebody else to do it. If you want something done, you got to do it yourself. And there's not to say that you can't ask for help, which is also something that I am not good at. I do not like asking for help. But that is also a lesson that I am trying to learn. But once again, that comes with being honest and reflecting, and me knowing this and taking the steps to fix it or get better at it. And I encourage everyone to do the same. Even if something is hard for you to admit or hard to come to terms with, a wound won't heal if it's always covered. If you're not honest with yourself, you can't grow. Simple as that. One of the things I struggle with is vulnerability, and something I'd like to work on is transparency. So when I decided to move to Spain, first of all, I didn't tell people outside of my immediate family until right before I was about to leave. One, because when you tell somebody you're about to make a move like this, as far as like quitting your job and uprooting your whole life to move to Europe, people like to project their fears onto you. Their fears, their doubts, their limitations onto you. And it was already something that I already had to push my own fears and doubts out of my head. I didn't need other people projecting theirs onto me. And this was something I was doing for me. I wasn't searching for the approval or validation of anyone else. So, and people were asking me, well, what are you gonna have enough money? What happens if you run out of money? Or this program's only for a year, what are you gonna do next? And I'm just like, look, I don't know. The unknown excites me and scares me all at the same time. And when I say scared is a bad word, but makes me anxious. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing in a year. I don't know what's next after this program. I just know that I wanted to travel the world, and I couldn't do it sitting behind my desk at my corporate American job. So I left. On this journey, it has definitely been a learning process. I've only been here a month, but I feel like I've learned so much about myself in just 1 month's time. And one of those things I've learned is just to be okay with just going with the flow and not knowing how things are going to look or turn out. Just trust that everything is always going to work out for you. Everything always works in your favor. And literally everything does. And so there's really no reason for me to worry, because literally everything in my life up until this point has always worked out for the best. I've gotten everything that I wanted out of life. So why shouldn't I expect the same now? But as I said, I don't know what's going to happen on this journey. I don't know what comes next. I'm just living day by day, learning the lessons that I need to learn that are placed in front of me, and putting one foot in front of the other and continuing to move forward, which is all you can do. I believe 100% that I'm on the right path, because I've received so many confirmations, and the experiences that I've manifested thus far are a reflection of my spiritual diligence and the reconditioning of my mind. And everything that I have attracted has been a reflection of me, and I've attracted some amazing people, some amazing experiences. I wake up and I have to wake up and remind myself that my life is not a dream. Like, this is like real right now, or as real as reality can be. And the friends I've made here thus far have been the type of people that you click with instantly. They're genuine, which is something I really struggled to find in America, is genuine people outside of my best friend. Once again, my life is a reflection of me and of my thoughts. So if your life, once again, if your life doesn't look how you want it to look, change your thoughts, because it comes from the inside out. We are on the last braid, and I've decided that the unknown is where I belong. Just put it like that. And that way, every day is an adventure, and life should be just that, an adventure. So basically done. I've been to lay down my edges. Got my handy dandy edge toothbrush and my trusty dusty Eco Styler gel. So I really like this gel because it doesn't leave any buildup in my locks. Gonna spritz it just to set everything into place. Gotta tie it down. Okay, I'm gonna go do my makeup real quick, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you guys how it looks. Okay guys, I'm back. I did my makeup and I got dressed. If you're wondering why I did my makeup off camera, because I was already struggling to do my hair in that mirror, and the lighting is not ideal in here, so I wasn't even gonna attempt to do it in the bathroom. But anyway, here is my finished hair. Oh. And if you guys want to see my makeup routine, I don't really have a routine. because when I do wear makeup, it's very, very basic. I prefer to enhance what I already have versus creating a whole new face, so it probably doesn't look drastic, okay? Like, if y'all want to see, just let me know, okay? Cool. Okay guys, so that concludes this video. Hopefully it shed a little light on who I am. If you have any questions or you need advice on something, or there's something about me that you want to know, don't hesitate to ask. I am making it a point to be more open, more transparent, and share my experiences with you guys, so no more holding back. If you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.